So for this problem, we're asked to analyze some output from a actually it looks like from a calculator, but some computer packages give it looking like this. So how do we use this? They're telling us that this information, and we're trying to say, is there a relationship between hours of TV watched and the number of sit-ups? So really what we have going on here is another textbook I use doesn't really like us to have use X's and Y's in these regression equations. And you know, some part of me says, yes, that's great, because what you're doing is you're trying to predict the number of sit-ups based on the number of hours of television. And so what we've got going on here is we've got some slope, some linear function. It's relating number of hours of television to the number of sit-ups you can do. And so basically it's just a y equals mx plus b line. Let's see, what did we predict? We did TV plus the y-intercept of 25.491. So to make a prediction here, and I put the hat over the sit-ups because that kind of denotes that we're doing a prediction, that the number of sit-ups is a prediction. And there'll be some wiggle room to that. In fact, you can calculate a confidence interval in the number of sit-ups. That's something we're going to look at next week in the second part of chapter 10. So what are they asking us to do for my open math? It's just trying to use our equation to predict the number of sit-ups somebody can do if they watch 4.45 hours of television. So what I'm really doing is I'm replacing the TV variable with 4.5. And then I'm multiplying it by the slope, and then you add the y-intercept of 25.491. There's a decimal point there. And I'm just going to calculate that on my calculator here, since I've got that. So negative 1.163 times 4.5 hours of television, and then add this y-intercept to 25.491. So they're predicting that somebody that watches that much television per day can do 20 sit-ups. Of course, certainly are lurking variables here. So we're going to type into one decimal place. So I'm going to type in 20.6. And then the reason it's 20.6 is because we're trying to make a prediction. It won't be exactly a whole number. Submit, how'd I do? I got it wrong. What did I do wrong? Oh, I see right what I did wrong. 20.3, you guys probably caught that. Yeah, let's see if it gives me this right now. There you go. Okay, so that's how you use this output to make a prediction. A couple things before I leave here. I noticed that R is negative 0.906. So that's a pretty strong negative correlation. Notice negative correlation, negative slope. If you haven't watched any videos besides this one yet, that's important. If your slope's negative, your correlation will be negative. And they aren't writing R squared as a percentage, but they could. And if we did, that would say that 82%, or about 82% of the variation in the number of sit-ups somebody can do on average is dependent on a variation in the amount of TV they watch every day. So that's that problem.